Welcome, welcome. Ho, Dansei. Okay. Greetings, everyone. Nice to see you. Sorry I didn't go live this morning. I had something important to do. And let's see how everyone is doing. We have a special guest coming on. And let's see if this guest will show up. I also invite some of the council members to come on, and let's see if they do. They come on and join us. Hopefully everyone will say hello, hello. No one didn't think I was going to go live today, but I am. Oh. There we go. All right. Let's see. Wait for people to show up. They're usually not here because I'm here. I didn't share to nobody about my own chat room. So, as we will say, Dansei, Oki, Yatahe, Aho, many blessings. Good evening to you all, and let's come on in and have some chit chat and talk about what's on our mind, and if anybody have any questions, and see how things go. So I do have a special guest coming. I won't say who that person is, but I also invited the council members. So if you're watching, and this I said in my language, don't be scared as a scaredy cat. For my board members to come on, I'm not going to embarrass them unless they do it themselves. Tansei, Robin, good evening. How are you? Okay, waiting on this person, and hopefully others will join soon. Let me see. I don't know if he wants to do it there. I put it in all of them. Tansei, Randy, Candy, many blessings. Nestuaste, Konyi, Nakayute, Kawa, Kawa, Kawa. Ishkwa. Much love, share the music with the skies speaking to us. So many clouds do speak and come in different forms in the sky. They'll leave something. So I wanted to come on because I didn't do a morning video. I was very busy in the morning. Some business I needed to take care of, and hopefully everybody got their alerts, their notifications, or whatever it's called, to come and join me. Randy, if you can relay a message to Candy, or unless she hears me, the post office was closed today. I went all the way down there because I had a few items to take and it was closed. So tomorrow morning I will go back out and send her package. Okay, how's everyone doing today? I do know that Danse Roger, welcome. Some of the investigators are going out. Danse Angelo, Mr. Hikuishe. Many blessings. Thank you for coming and joining. The council meeting that I had the other day was about needing my approval for them to go out in certain areas to investigate. I do know there will be in Iowa and East Virginia, West Virginia, or something like that. And they're going to Oklahoma. So they're complaining about something that stands tall and very grayish, whitish, looking like the clouds, and that is called the It. And it's a non-relative, and they're saying that it's in their farming area, and they do up by the mountains. They say they have there's caves up there. So they were also asking me if I know what they can do to keep them away. So I told them to, and send the investigators and allow them to go and see if what they can find. So he told me, yeah, they will do that. And I'm trying to look. Maybe it's not there. I need to go here. Yeah, that's right. Background. I want to put this one. There we go. How does that look? I like that one better. Okay. So anyway, that was the reason why I had to cut it short. And they said that the man that needed some help, he lives in Virginia, East Virginia, and said that there's something out there. It sounds like screaming and stuff. So yes, oh, don't say mercy, right, Randy? I mean, you actually can read the clouds, and they give you a lot of information and stuff. So, but I did want to come on and let you know that they're talking about all these entities, and it's really scaring them. The wife said if he doesn't do something, that she's going to leave him and the ranch. I wouldn't leave. I just tell him go handle it. If I wasn't a believer, or if I knew anything about Satangas, the Its, or Wingalo, or the Dogman, or anything, things like that. Danse, alias, good to see you, my friend. But you know that many times when you feel you hear many chatters, you got to wonder, what is it? Now, if you know what the smell to expect for it, I don't believe you would know unless you work in that field. When you embalm somebody's body, even if it's been destroyed, it smells like that. It's death. I mean, realty is really, really death, and it has a very ugly smell to it. And we kind of, let me turn this TV off. You hear the ice cream truck out there? And, you know, they're like saying that they don't like the smell of it. And they're trying to understand really. Oh, is that better? Okay. So they said that the wife is scared, and so are the children. Um, they're going to be going out. There'll be 20 of them going out to investigate. I don't like it now. It feels like if it gets too dark, then I'll turn it back on. I wonder. And I turn my other light off. Why isn't it not? There we go. Can you guys hear me or see me? Or do I need to put some light on? Hello? I'll be right back. Let me go do this. Did y'all get scared? Okay. Is that better? Okay. Fix this. There. You can hear me. You can see me. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm sorry, would you like one? I don't want to be rude. If I could offer it through this camera, I would give you one. It's banana flavor. Danse CP, thank you for joining. So, I had asked what states they were going. I also asked what are they taking. They want to feel the thank you. I wouldn't want to scare you either. So I like the missiles or the popsicle. I like banana better. Very rare they come out. They were saying, heck, Ralph, one of the investigators, he was saying that, okay, CP, that's fine. The community will understand too. They were saying, one of the members, which is Ralph, he was saying that the man that is in East Virginia was talking about a lot of entities and that they don't know how to address it. Well, JP, do you want to come on in? There's the code to get in down below if or anybody wants to come on, hop on. It's more welcome. But I do have a special guest coming soon, so hopefully this person will come on. If not, it's okay. So I believe they're packing up today and heading out tomorrow. They will be giving me, they will be notifying me when and where they're at. And I will look in my map that I have. I finally was able to transfer everything on here. So that way I can see where they are. I have a GPS on for the satellite phones here. And he was telling me also too, Ralph, that they're saying that the government finally found some kind of source of a Satanga. So I'm like, okay, you do, then what other information did you get? They're not saying what they found, but they're saying they found something that many of us investigate on. So I'm really wondering. I don't want to rest. I really don't want to use my energy to know what they have. But again, one of our investigators is a really close member to the government that gives him side or information. And then we speak amongst us at the council table and the Zoom meetings, I mean. So we figure out what is necessary that relatives need to know or non-relatives, the people. So that way we can have a discussion. Tansei, Jackie, thank you for joining, sweetie. Also, I was told that there was a few of my community viewers were a little upset at me. And I'm going to mention it again because of a wrench. So I do apologize, but I rotate and close family to help me out. The people that I keep in contact, priority of the time. So, but if you do understand that many things have been showing up in your area and you're very curious why you have some entities around, cryptids. Now, the Satangas, they do travel. They travel far. And they will travel in water if it's where they need to be on the other side or something. But yes, most of the time they do use portals. So again, it's important that we all get the right information and share it with others. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I know that there was a few people that went out investigating their areas. I've also been informed that many of them have been trying to understand what else is in Mother Earth. We all can't learn everything in one day. It takes time over days and months and years. So again, we all got to just try to communicate properly and share the information if you're in a certain area. Now, I do try to give the information what I can to others that are, if it's in your area, then I'm going to speak up. But if it's not in your area, I'm not going to share that. You can also find out from other people because everybody comes and goes and says things. So it's important that when you're investigating, make sure you're taken care of. You know, make sure you have protection. And I'm not saying to carry a firearm because they don't like it. They'll know way before you enter you're carrying one, but you know, everybody has their own. And it is what it is. But you want to go out there, enjoy yourself, you know. You want to have fun. You want to enjoy the view of Mother Earth. And you also want to explain things. Okay, here we go. Here's my special guest. And I think we might know this person very well. This person is unique, strong, powerful. And this person can say, whoop, very, very loud. So let's all give a good hand and invite Sangha. How are you, son?
I'm doing all right. How about you guys?
I'm doing well. How is my daughter, Alicia?
She's doing fine.
Oh yeah, it's my brother. JP says. Jackie says your hubby. Nope. CP says Biggie Sangha. Biggie. Hey Sangha. How you been?
Hello, everybody. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Alicia, say yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about on your phone.
Well, CP says, why do you seem so sad?
65. 65.
No, I'm not 65.
No, they want you to verify code, whatever, so I can connect the chat.
They say you look sad.
No, I think it's the lighting.
Actually, he just woke up.
No, actually, I've been up for a while now.
Well, your mind is just waking up then.
No, I'm reading all this stuff on here. It's got a thing blocking me. There it goes. Now I'm in the chat. Get your post at 60. That's the thing it gave me. I'm doing all right though.
Oh, I didn't go to that channel. I have a question for you. Are you still doing your merchandise for shirts?
No, the lady that was doing it, whatever. I ordered coffee cups and shirts and hats. She has not got back to me. I ordered CP a coffee cup before Christmas, and I don't know what's going on with it. She's tells me she just got a job and she'll get to it, and Christmas is almost another Christmas.
Okay.
So I'm guessing
Well,
I'm not wait till I get monetized and then throw shirts out then.
will we get monetized or shall we get some more strikes?
I don't mind strikes. I love haters.
I'm gonna strike 2.
I'm on like my 53rd strike.
How I got 2. It says that someone
I got a strike in every state. I must be doing something right.
Scaring people off, I guess.
I just speak the truth. I try to tell people, like about other channels and stuff I see, and I just call it like I see it.
True.
Just like
Same thing with
I got a picture the other day of the best evidence ever, and I was like, costume. But I'm not going to put that channel on blast.
Well, speaking of little people, excuse me. Oh,
Yeah, Marcy says if you got haters, you're doing things right, and that's true. And not only that, the haters will watch you closely. They'll literally stalk your channel. They'll watch you like over and over because they're trying to find stuff to say, hey, this dude is faking. This dude is a hoax. This dude is this. This dude is that. But has my name got blasted out there on any channel like that for faking, or they can't find nothing because why? I don't do nothing.
don't say.
Just keep it real. So
it's the same thing with me. It's like I've gotten many emails, but you don't go out. You don't do any investigations. For a whole year. Well, I just started walking. What? From.
Well, you got to think about it. Your health conditions. You had hip surgery because you got hurt in the hospital. On top of fighting a fight of, cancer survivor. So I mean, what else do they expect?
Well,
and I know this. I can verify this. She went out. Like literally, I yelled at her. All the kids yelled at her. Even Papa Gomez yelled at her, which is her hobby. Told her not to go out, and she still went out and walked all the way up there. And let me tell you, for a few weeks, she was regretting it. Her feet were swelled up, and she shouldn't have went out. But she's a stubborn woman, so she had to prove a point. Oh, you said I don't go out. Well, I'm going out. She goes out. She sends me pictures. She sends me little videos, pictures along the way, of the mountains and all that. She goes out, guys. She just doesn't do like I do and have a YouTube channel where she records them but she records them for herself. She doesn't record them for the community to see it. So she does her own hunts. She does share it with, family, and she does share pictures of them with the family. But the thing is she doesn't put them on blast. And that's because she has respect for him.
Marcy says, I was going to say they stopped.
I was going to
say CP says, Mark's more viewers at it. I got on her as well. Yes, Jackie did.
I mean, we have some
That's
stuff going on the channel right now, though, that's going to be coming up. I have here from a subscriber got me the paper or whatever. That's a mirror that you can actually see through. So I'm going to be making 4 mirrors. I got to make the frame. I'm going to buy a picture frame, take the glass, put the transparency paper on it. We have a camera that is Wi-Fi, a little nano camera Wi-Fi that's going in one of the boxes. Then I have 2 more cameras that are nighttime motion that are going in the boxes. These will be going out too because you guys remember Songa said that he wanted to put them on the bait pile. So these will be going out too for the bait piles. And we have a body cam. So that way I can put it either on Chris or on the back of my backpack because my little friends like to come up behind me and they like to tap me and all that. So plus
yes.
my next thing I want to work on too after this is wintertime's coming. Everybody knows that, fall's here, wintertime's coming. I'm going to be doing drone footage of the area. And I also want to buy sunglasses that have the camera built into them too, because I think if they think that you're not recording, because I know when I go out and I don't take my cameras or anything like that, they'll stand right there and look right at me, and it's almost like they wave to you. It's almost like, "Hey, I see you." So I think if I get the sunglasses that have the camera in it, that I will be able to get video evidence of them in the daytime, just standing there waving at me and doing their thing, because they're not afraid to come around me when there's no camera. They come right up to me. Most people would hightail it out there and run, if they see them, but I'm used to it. I'm used to seeing them around my house. I'm used to seeing them chilling all over. So I have videos, I have pictures, I have cast, I have hair samples, I have scat, I have, you guys know, people that follow the channel, I have a lot of stuff to do with Bigfoot's Dogman cloaking, Bigfoot cloaking. Like I have like one of the best, and this was caught by CP. I'm giving credit to CP and Tarla. She's from the channel too. She catches a lot of stuff too. They've been catching a lot of great pictures of the creatures, Bigfoots, creatures. Because I say creatures because there's a little bit going on in my channel. We have an alien-looking creature that's been seen multiple times. We have a Bigfoot that has the same face, been seen multiple times. Well, there's a few of them. And then we've had a fairy that pops up here and there on the hotspot and at my house. And we have a green-looking man that I've caught in like a monk robe, and I call him like Green Man. I call him a warlock, but people
He's the troll.
They refer to him as the Green Man, but yeah, he's a troll. Anyway, he's kind of cute. He's really cool. He's pretty tall. He's about 8 foot tall or whatever, which is kind of weird. He's probably like 8 to 10 foot tall. I'm just guessing, by the size of the bushes and stuff where I caught him at. And he's the one actually in the daytime I caught with next big black standing in the tree, and he was the one walking past the tree with his face facing this way. He has a hairline that is like a reddish colored hairline, whatever. But he's actually kind of cool. I've seen him a few more than multiple times out there. I've even seen him on cam and off cam. I notice when I go out there a lot when I'm looking for prints, I go out and I don't film like all the time every time I go out there. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I don't, because I try to keep a relationship with them when they're on cam and off cam. And I noticed that I built more of a relationship when I'm off cam with them. But you guys notice when I take the cameras or whatever, and I say, "Hey, there's one right there. Hey, there's one over there." I'll be pointing at them, and a lot of times I'll point like over here, and they're like literally right here on the tree. But CP's got me down because she knows how to do it, and as I explained to her, I'll point it at the one, or whatever. Like literally, my finger's here, and off in the tree, like here, It's literally sitting right there in the tree, and I can see it physically with my eyes in the daytime. And that picture is actually on the channel group, which is kind of neat. But yeah, we got them cloaking. We got them. I was on a live stream. I even told people, hey, there's one right there cloaked that looks like the predator looking at that. And you can see the transparency of the camera doing its autofocusing. You can see through the creature right there. And you guys see me. I don't know. I think it was my last live. Me, Chris, and Alicia was out there. I put my hand up there next to that tree because I seen the one go behind the tree, and you could feel right there it was cold, really cold. And when you moved your hand away, you couldn't feel it. And then when you put your hand right back, right next to the tree, you could feel it really, really nice cold. So that was pretty amazing.
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to organize myself.
But my next thing I'm working on, like I said, I got these mirror cameras getting ready to go out. We had a couple donators to the channel that donated cameras. Chris from the channel was one of them. He bought the 2 little ones and the body camera. And I don't want to put the other person on blast unless I ask them first, because I believe in keeping people their rights and stuff private. But there was another guy on the channel that donated 2 of the transparency papers for the mirrors to make the mirrors, and donated a Wi-Fi camera. But the Wi-Fi camera, I'm still trying to figure it out. I can link it to my house and watch it in my house, but I tried to leave the other day and tried to get it to watch it because I want to be able to put it in the hotspot and actually just go live right from the house here with everybody watching and see if we can see anything out there in the daytime. But the thing is I'm having issues with it, so I still got to figure this camera out. But we will be getting them out there, and we will be getting them up.
Yeah, I just got on. You can go by. You can go by. They can't see you.
And I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to do stuff. I got, I ain't been I think it's been like 13 days since I've been out in the field, and it's no excuse, but I've been doing stuff lately, guys. I've been getting ready for winter,
me.
I've been my sister's van's been breaking down like every few days. I've been helping her out. Mud's been having issues with his vehicle. People want to get their vehicles done before winter because Songa does not work on vehicles in the winter unless it's his own. And so everybody's hitting me all up at once to get all this done. I got my furnace I'm working on. I'm still trying to get that ready for the winter. Yeah, so I know it's no excuse. I'm sorry that I'm giving you guys excuses, why I'm not out in there, but I got a lot of stuff going on right now. So
there's no excuse. You got to do what's necessary for you first before you do anything.
My channel is always going to be there, whether I get monetized or not monetized. Like I tell everybody already, I don't really care if I get monetized because I'm not really in it for the money. Really, I'm not. Granted, the money would help, like buy better equipment, buy better cameras, put out more stuff. Everybody's all like, I went to so many Bigfoot research groups and so many Dogman groups, and people that are on here probably already know that's been in there probably with it. The Great Outdoors Biggie posts his pictures. Oh, them are blurry pictures. Oh, them are Todd Stanley's pictures. Them are this. Well, these are all my original pictures from the group. These are all time stamped. These are all dated from the videos out of the live streams. So people that sit there and say, "Oh, you're faking. Them are Todd Stanley's pictures. Oh, that's this." And no, these are all my original pictures. These are all stuff I found. Well, why are they blurry? Well, I hate to tell you guys. I'll be the first to tell you. I've asked them, can you please stand still so I can take your picture? You think they listen? They don't want to be on film. They don't want to be on camera. Now, don't get me wrong. There's one that came up and messed with the camera, but you guys noticed he only put his little head up in there, and he only came across with his head, and he put his hand across the top. He didn't put his whole physical face on there. I wish he would have on my night vision goggles because that would have been amazing. But then there was still been what do they call that? Hypocrites. Oh, that's not real. That's fake. I ain't got nothing to fake. Nothing. I don't have to prove nothing. I just do this for the fun of it, bring y'all along, for something to do, and that's why I do it. And when I call out the other channels, I'm sorry that people take it offensive and people don't like me doing that. But I'm just looking out for you guys. I'm just telling you guys how it is, what I see, how people are, and
I
I just
agree.
don't like it.
I
So
agree with you. I do the
I
same
don't want to
thing
get on it. But
when I'm on giving directions or specifying what is around or what could be. I do the same thing.
uh,
It's
are we answering this
untrimmed.
question here? It seems that
Yeah, it said it seems that it's a few of who sees the dog that is shaped the most like people. The straight legs, regular length arms and legs with the longer snout. Does anyone know more about this particular type?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, there's not no dog man that walks straight up like that, like a human, like straight up. The
Nope.
dog always has a bent leg, and the dog arms are always kind of like the way that I describe it is almost like Sonic the Hedgehog, and he walks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is kind of like how the Bigfoots walk. And there's a reason why they walk like that. It's because the Bigfoots do it the same way too. And the only reason I could think of that makes sense to me is they move faster on all fours. The Bigfoots and the Dogman move faster on all fours. Yes, they can run on two legs, and yes, they do run on two legs, but they move quicker when they're on all fours. So there's a reason why their arms are hunched. There's a reason why their legs are bent. Now, if you see a Dogman or a Bigfoot, they're gonna have their legs bent. So when people say they're walking upright and they're standing straight up like a human, I rule them out. Like I go right over them because I look at it like this. That's false testimony, because everyone I've ever came across, everyone I've ever seen. Now, don't get me wrong, they do stand upright. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're standing up next to a tree and all that. But they don't run and they don't walk standing straight up. They always have a bend and they always have a slunch. Like a hunchback and Notre Dame is the best way to explain it.
Right.
I don't know if that helps you or not. And Marcy says, Biggie, has anyone ever stolen or tried to steal your videos? I don't think they steal my videos, but have they took pictures? Yes, people take pictures all the time. But there's a thing about my pictures, they got watermarks in them. You blow them up or whatever, you're going to see the Great Outdoors Biggie YouTube logo. Go ahead and steal them if you want. They're copyrighted. But I don't like this though. I can tell you guys this: if anybody steals any of my pictures, I don't get me wrong, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind if other people show them off and other people, share them with other people. I'd like the more people to see them. That's why I post them out there. But the thing is don't use them as yours because I have every one of my pictures that are in my group and every one of the pictures that I show on my channel are time stamped and are in my videos where I can go back and pull them up the video and the timestamp of where they're at in each one of my videos. So
Okay, Untrim Savage says, wow, I always have had this gut feeling that what I saw was some kind of spirit that manifests into a flesh and blood.
now I can tell you this. I have a Bigfoot and I got pictures where it's transforming. It looks kind of like a straight, like almost like how a tornado looks. It was like that, and then it came out and it had arms, and you could see the head. It literally started taking form. So it went from like a mist shadow into, and the way to describe it is it was kind of like like a shadow, like a white spirit, grayish white spirit. But anyway, it went from a shadow into a Bigfoot and transformed into a Bigfoot fleshing creature. So that was amazing. We do have the pictures of it on the Great Outdoors group. I think I've posted them underneath cloaking on my channel under the shorts. But yeah, it's amazing. And I do have them where they're cloaked or whatever, and they're standing off to the side, so they look like a ghost, like you can see through them or whatever. But we have video, pictures of it and video of them because the pictures came from videos, so they're doing it in the videos. You just gotta slow the video down so you can watch it do it, which is kind of amazing.
I think I'm going to, what can I say over there? Okay. I'm trying to get myself comfortable.
I just know some of the fake channels steal things from people. Yeah, they do. And a lot of people always tell me though when I start, I like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for the Bigfoot channels and all for the Bigfoot groups and all that. But when you go in and you register on each one of these groups, it tells you don't be criticizing, don't be hating on other people's stuff, don't be this. But every time I post pictures, there's a couple people in there, don't get me wrong, that'll say, oh, nice picture, oh that's sweet or nice. But 90% of them are just hateful comments and hateful people. So therefore, I understand why the Bigfoot group and the Dogman groups out here are not posting any pictures, because why do we want to go on a group page, post our stuff just to get ridiculed about it, and people talk smack, and then the thing is oh, them are fake, or them are too blurry, or them are this, them are that. Nobody wants to do that. And now I see why none of the groups want to share anything. Like literally, it makes me where I don't even really want to share anything, with other groups, because the thing is you're out there and you're doing it, and then you're ready.
Hey, there's light.
I don't like that. I'm not into that. If somebody posts a picture and like I've seen pictures of Bigfoots, what I'm saying? The arms are like up here, human size, they're not down past the knees, because that's how you can rule out Bigfoots if they're fake. 9 times out of 10, if you look at these Bigfoot pictures or Bigfoot videos and all that, their arms are usually up above their knees, and that's a no-no right there, because most Bigfoot aren't, well, almost all the Bigfoots I've seen, their arms are down past their knees a little bit. So that's how you can rule them out there, human. Are orbs always around Bigfoot? So I'm going to say most definitely, because every video that I've took, every like night vision goggles, everything that I've been doing, the orbs are around them. And the weird thing is I've been seeing a lot of white orbs. I see green orbs every now and then. I've seen blue orbs, and they I kind of think it's like a spiritual thing, like the Bigfoot can go into the spiritual form and then fly on an orb, and then when they get to the other spot, boom, they can come back into their body form. I think that's what they're doing, and that's why I see a lot of the orbs and all that, because that's how they're so stealthy and fast and can move. And not only that, I've caught them where they're what I call transparent, which is I call it a ghost. That's why a lot of times you hear me say there was a shadow figure, and the reason why I say shadow figure is because when they go by, they look like a ghost because you can see through it. But it's a Bigfoot because you can see the form of the Bigfoot. So I hope that answers your questions. And yes, we do have orbs, and we did catch them on the night vision goggles and did a review on it on the channel. You want to check it out?
You can see me now. I'm not hiding in the dark. I just had to turn around. The light was guiding me. Buffalo. This is what I was doing.
It says, aren't werewolves technically ship shapers? Just not like a medicine person who can change to whatever exactly it is. Now, I don't really get into the werewolves and all that, but don't get me wrong. I've heard there is werewolves, and then they can change back into a human form and all that. But I think a lot of that's out of text, too. Whatever. I think the movies make it out of text, because there's different creatures out there that can change from a creature to a Native American or to a human, and then back to a creature. But that's more of a spiritual thing.
Is that the one you're reading?
Huh?
There were things that indicate that it had a supernatural or paranormal, like no sound, mind speaking intelligence that I seen to know it had to have. Now you're going into a different thing when you say paranormal, because more of a Sasquatch or Satangas, Bigfoot, they always tend to know where or good spirits and bad spirits, and they will also continue fight with them too. So
I think in a way, I think what he's trying to say though is Bigfoots are in the Dogman, which I know to be true, are more like spiritual form and more than the physical form, which is kind of you're on the kind of right path. They can change form and they can disappear and all that. That's why a lot of people said it was there and then all of a sudden it was gone and there was nothing around but a field. Now I had that happen to me in PA. I had one that was coming across the field and boom, then all of a sudden it was gone. Then all of a sudden it was over on the side of a trailer rolling around the bottom of the dirt pile. So I mean, so they do have spiritual and paranormal stuff. And the reason why I get into the paranormal stuff, whatever, you guys know that I started a paranormal thing on my channel too. And the reason why is because I want the paranormal equipment to do it out there with the Bigfoot equipment because they can cloak, they can disappear, and I think they give off EMS. I think that they can give off electrical magnetic fields. And I also think that they can talk to you through the EVPs versus us hearing it just out loud. So I do know this that I use an app on my tablet that talks to ghosts, and they do communicate me through the lab. The Sasquatches communicate through that EVP app to me of stuff that they want, stuff they want me to bring them. And I get this. Well, how do you know it's the Bigfoot? How do you know it's not a creature talking to you? Like or a spirit talking to you. This is how I know it's them, because they tell me I am the medicine man, or I am Ground. Ground is one of the Bigfoots out there that I've met that likes the bells. She told me that she loves the bells. She told me that she was a female. That's why I say she, and her name is Ground. Then I have another one that his name is Benjamin, which came from PA, which is here now in Battle Creek, came here with me, and he told me that he's attached to me. And I asked him why, and he didn't really go into detail, but the 21-inch print that I found after I came back from PA, whatever, me and Chris was out there, which was kind of weird. I said, man, it kind of looks like the one I found in PA, that 21-inch print. Come to find out, it's the same print because it's Benjamin's print, which cleared it up. The print that I found in front of the house after I got gifted was a 21-inch print, which was Benjamin's print. Benjamin hangs out here. I know where he sleeps around my house. He stays here. He goes with me out to the hot spot. He goes out to the hot spot. Don't get me wrong, but he hangs out around my house. He protects me. I don't know why he protects me. He doesn't really say. He just tells me that he's attached to me. That's all he said to me. So they come here. They tell me, well, we're up on the roof. And the funny part is, when they tell me they're up on the roof, you can hear stuff walking on my roof, which you heard about werewolves or whatever, movies where they're jumping up on your roof and they're running across your roof. Well, Sasquatches get up on my roof and you can hear them going across the roof. The weird thing is that I'm outside and I let the dogs in the backyard or whatever, and I see them peeking over the edge of the roof at me. I'll say hi and I'll say, hey, Benjamin, hey. I know there's another one. Everybody knows I call him Peanut because that's what he reminds me of, but his name is Steven. He hangs out around my house. He's a white one. He pops in the windows. He looks over the roof. He's funny because he waves at me. And then the other day, I went to the kitchen and I seen him in the window, and I was cooking I think some ramen noodles, and I looked out the window because I seen him peeking in the window, and he moved off to the right of the window. So I went over to the sink and acting like, that I was getting something out of the sink, even though I wasn't. I just went like this and looked out the window, and he was tucked up by the side of the house. As soon as he seen me make eye contact with him, he ducked. It was a pretty cool experience. People say, well, why don't you put cameras up? I have cameras up, guys. I've showed them before. I got cameras up around the house. They just avoid the cameras, or there's when I put SD cards in, the SD cards are awake at nighttime. There's no nighttime videos. If there is a nighttime video or a nighttime picture, it's usually with them not in it. And I have a motion detector sensor light on the front porch. They know how to, and I'm not making this up. They literally unplug it when they come around. They don't like the light on. Or they go as far as unscrewing the light bulb to the one that's on the porch. I put cameras up trying to catch them. It don't work. It don't work. They'll come up here. They'll peek in my windows. The dog, I have him on camera. My camera does not record the one that goes to the front yard, but it's just for me to see if people come in and out, which is sitting up above here on the other side of me. Um, I catch them all the time on there going by. I catch the fairy flying up through there all the time. Um, I see the dog that sleeps at the edge of my steps, So it's kind of amazing, My wife the other night, we were sitting here, and she was like, "Babe, did you see that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you see the white blur go by, which we know that's Steven." Then all of a sudden, he's on the side of the house. He pokes back out, and then we're looking at the camera. As soon as we look at the camera, it's almost like he can see us looking at him through the camera. All of a sudden, he just ducks, and then he's sitting in the corner of the camera. He's just sitting there, and he's like just chilling. And then I open up the door or whatever. You go physically look out with your eyes, you don't see him. You look at the camera, you can see him. When you look outside with your eyes, you don't see him. That's why I try telling you, when you're ghost hunting, if you ever notice this, you can be looking with your eyes and not see nothing, but the camera picks up the ghost. Same thing with the Bigfoots.
Ta-da! I did it. I found class for it. I go shorter, then it won't be. It'll be like more of a choker, but I wanted to bring down a little bit. So
I thought about making my medicine man another one with the skull or whatever.
These are buffalo bones.
The teeth.
Oh, I have that one over there. When I wear my green dress, I wear it.
Anybody's got any questions about Sasquatches, Bigfoots, aliens, anything, you can go ahead and ask or whatever. And like I said, I tell everybody all the time, you can contact me at any time you want. I'm still the same guy on camera, off camera. I like to joke a lot too. I like to make people happy, people smile. I tried that when I first started my channel. People were like, Big, you need to chill that out because people ain't going to take you serious when you are seeing Bigfoots and you are getting evidence. They're just going to think you're a jokester and you're staging it and you're hoaxing everything. So I kind of like try to keep it more professional when I'm on my channel. But I like to joke around, play around. But the thing is, see, that's why I go out sometimes by myself, is because I like to joke around, and I like to joke around with the Bigfoots. And the Bigfoots like to joke back. They like to play. They like to throw stuff. They like to hang. They're like big kids. They're in a way, they're kind of like me in a way. I call them like a big teddy bear. And people are like, well, the Bigfoot can eat you. It can snatch you up. It can kill you. It can do this. It can do that. Well, I hate to tell you, if the Bigfoot is going to do that, they step in the woods. And then two is they know that they can hurt you because they're bigger. But the thing is they know the commandments. They know the law. They know that they can't kill another human flesh creature like me. They're humans. They know that. They know that it's against the law. But the thing is the law also goes to a certain extent, because if somebody's bringing harm to you or trying to kill you, the law states pretty much that in the Bible that you can defend yourself or defend your family. So that's what they do too, So that's why they get mean ones and people say that they're ripping you apart. They don't do all that.
They know their strength.
Yeah.
Okay, Soundwave has another question. My Bigfoot do same tree things as everywhere else, and wood knocks. Are there anything else? Does wood knocks or just Bigfoots?
Anything else that knocks on trees? I don't know anything else that knocks on trees besides humans.
It's. I will say this from my experience.
I mean, if you hear like tap 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 tap, that's a woodpecker. You're not gonna hear the tap 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 tap. You're gonna hear like a knock. But the thing is I know this. A lot of people think that Bigfoots are knocking on trees, and I try to tell people they're not really knocking on trees. They do they cup their hands and they do like this. That's what they do. They literally, when you think they're breaking trees and all that, they're cupping their hands and that's what they do.
Untrimmed.
Don't get me wrong, they break trees, but they don't do it all the time.
Also, it says, I've also heard that in some tribes, teaching dogman as a history is shown themselves to children, maybe to introduce fear. Okay, I've had this question too in my email. They do not scare the children. They will protect all children. Now, say that if a child is lost, the Satangas will have them bring back to the source where they're more familiar with. But other times, no.
See, I have a different theory on that though. I think the reason why the kids can see the Dogman and the Bigfoots is because they say kids when you're little, you can actually talk to dead spirits. You can actually see dead humans, right? So therefore, if a kid could see it like the camera, the kid has the eyes kind of like a camera because they have the film over their eyes when you're little and all that. So they can actually see the Dogman, they can actually see the Bigfoots, they can actually see cryptid creatures. So therefore, the kids ain't scared of it. You get what I'm saying? So you grow up with people grow up with a fear. Like they're like don't get me wrong. Like if you took a kid that can't swim and you throw it in the water, it's gonna swim. Most kids are gonna swim. You know what I'm saying? It's in our natural DNA. It's in our blood. It's in saying like dogs. Domestic dogs and wild dogs. They grow up with that instinct. So when the mama passes it down, the dad passes it down. You got that instinct. So for the kid or whatever, every kid that's been born or whatever, they can see, like they say that spirits come in, they comfort the kid while the kid's sleeping. That's why the kid don't cry so much. Some kids are scared of the creature, because if you got a creature that, or a spirit that has its face all half gone, you're going to be scared, Some kids don't, because they don't know nothing about death and all this, because they're just freshly born. So they don't bother them. But I think that's why kids, can see them, something to do with the spiritual aspect. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Okay. I was 5. He says, I was 5 years old, wanted to be friends more than being scared. They're very smart and intelligent, They know their strength, especially if it comes to children. If the children come around, it's usually the other juvenile children that notice them more and that wants to play because they think will interact with them. But if you have a child lost in the mountains or in the area, them too, they'll lead back. It's known fact. Let's see.
I've been trying to get a Bigfoot to show itself, like actually, like not cloak when I see them, because when I see them, they realize I'm looking at them. They either roll out the way or they cloak. I've been trying to actually get them to where they won't cloak and they'll actually just stand there and they'll actually talk to me or I can shake its hand and all that. But I'm not at that point yet. But the thing is they fear us and we fear them. They can tell if we're scared or anything like that. That's why they don't really show themselves. See, so when you build up a relationship with them, they tried to scare you. They'll bluff charge you, they'll grunt at you, they'll growl at you, they'll throw stuff at you, they'll all surround you. I mean, they do. And then the weird thing is when I got surrounded that one night in the woods, they all ran up on us all at once, and you could hear them all coming from all different directions. Like boom, we were surrounded, and we knew we were surrounded because you could hear them stop. Like boom, right here by us. But the thing is, when you looked around, you didn't see them. It's almost like they're invisible, but they're there because when I pan the cameras or whatever, you got the eye shine going all the way around us. You know what I'm saying? So they literally try to scare you. But the thing is they're trying to see how you're going to react and what kind of person you are. They test you right off the rip. They try to see, if you're scared, if how you're going to react to them. That's why I tell people no weapons, no guns. Because if you bring a weapon and most people that bring weapons, they react first and then think later. See, so if you don't bring a weapon, you don't have no way to shoot them, no way to shoot at them because that's a no-no. Like you wouldn't want no way to shoot at you.
So. I know many people have told me, well, I said, why do you carry a firearm? Well, what if it's a bear or what if it's a cougar?
I can tell you this: if it's a bear or if it's a cougar, I ain't got to worry about it. I got SASQUATCHES on my side.
Same thing
So,
with me. They will come to my rescue. They try to, when they were trying to rescue uh,
and
Mr.
most
Goat.
most most channels, like if you watch like Alaskan, like the grizzly bear stuff and all that, like the brown bears, which are supposed to be the baddest bears out there besides the polar bear, and even in Alaska, the polar bear part too. They literally carry bear spray. They don't carry like all the people out there. They carry guns, don't get me wrong, because they're hunters and all that. They have to provide for their family, so they do carry weapons. But the thing is if you ever get across a person that is actually out there doing this, and just carry a bear spray, a mace. I mean, come on now. If something comes up on you, you spray it in the face. I mean, with peppermint water or whatever, peppermint spray or oil, whatever it is, they're not going to see you. You're going to be gone by the time they come to.
The eyes were eliminated, of course, the orange light color.
See, people say that they have red eyes, they have orange eyes, and they have yellow eyes. Me, I've never seen nothing with. I've never seen them with the orange eyes. I've always seen them with yellow eyes, and the red eyes are usually the dog man, and
Mm-hmm.
so the orange eyes, I don't know where that come in at, because I've never. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been up on a dog man or whatever, and I looked at his eyes or whatever, and it did the reddish into the oranges into the yellowish, in the eye. So maybe that's where people are getting the red, yellow, and orange. I don't know, but I've never seen a Sasquatch have orange eyes. I've always seen a Sasquatch have yellow eyes, and I've always seen a dog man have red eyes. But the thing is when you're up on the dog man and you're face to face with it, like I was, like no more than 3 foot away, it literally the eyes lit up and you could see the red, and then you could see the orange into the yellow, and then you could see the pupil of the eye, and then in the eye it had blood veins, like blister, like I don't know how the blood veins going through it. It was all crackling through the eye all the way through. And that gave me nightmares, like I said, for a few nights or whatever. But I think they were trying to get my reaction to see how it was. But when I seen it, I was kind of like, Chris was stunned. He was just like frozen solid. Me, I was like, oh, I need to get this on film. So I raised the camera. As soon as I do that, they gone. Yes, yes, it did have black pupils. Yes, in the middle of the eyeball. Yes, it kind of looked like a regular human eyeball, like literally like a regular human eyeball, just bigger. And
Right.
it was the whole eyeball was red. Don't get me wrong, the whole eyeball was red. Like you could see the whole eyeball was red. Like when you had the light on, flashlight, the whole eyeball blew red. But I was close enough to the eyeball where I could see the eyeball had red, like dark red up the top, and then it had like oranges in the middle, and then it had like yellowish at the bottom, and it had the veins crackling through it with the people in it, like a regular human eyeball. And the weird thing is the whole eyeball was red though, and I have a theory on that. Like the yellow is night vision, yellow and green is night vision, so that's how they see at nighttime. Which the orange, if people talk about the orange or whatever, the orange and the reddish is thermal. Like they can see thermal. Now the orange, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what the orange has to do with it, but maybe that's a daytime thing for them, so they can actually see in the daytime too. But they also, me and Squatch Topic PA, were thinking on this kind of on the subject. We can't prove it, it's just a theory. But we think that they have an external eyelid where they can close over the top of it for the daytime and open it up at nighttime, and then that's how they get their night vision and thermal and all that to sink in. Because if they didn't have a film to go over the top of it in the daytime, it would blind them like a camera. It would mess their eyes up. So just a
You
theory.
know, we have come, well, you have come close to and interact with your clan, so have I. And I will say, I will agree with you on that. Because when I spoke with the female and I asked as many questions I can think of quick, and it's to me from the experience that I have with the ones here and the ones back home on the rest, it's the same thing in Canada. Their eyes are the same. Now they different clans have different hair, so but every one of them is not meant to have the same. That's why I say there are many different clans out there.
I can tell you guys something too about the Bigfoots too, though. In the daytime, their eyes almost look like they're straight black. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And at nighttime, they have color to them. So I don't know if that helps anybody out there or whatever, you know. But their eyes at nighttime are, like I
He
said, the Bigfoots
says,
are yellowish. In daytime, they look black.
with the strange view experience I've had in life, I can't ever have a complete doubt of even the most extremely unbearable thing. Yeah, the ones in Canada, and I do speak with Robert Swan, Bigfoot,
I've talked to
him
him.
too.
I was actually a good guy.
I've known him many, many years.
He was
And
looking at a track one time, and he had a picture of it. And I was like, "Dude, did you even see the track inside the track?" And he was like, "No." And I circled it and I sent it back to him. He's like, "Thanks, bro. I didn't see that." I'm like, "I told you they step inside the other tracks. The babies do." And I
it
pointed out to him. And he was like,
always,
"I didn't
yeah,
notice that." Yeah,
it goes and
I
then it
showed him
goes.
that. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
me.
he has called me and shown me, and I've like when I watched him, I said, "Did you see the orbs?" And he's like, "Yeah, I seen orbs." I said, "You need to go back." And when he found the other orbs, there was Koa standing there, and he had to play it slow to catch it. And I said, "You need to go back. You miss a few more things." And he was really happy I helped him out because he was like, Mama, he goes, "I zoomed so many times. I mean, he's going from one track to another, and then he finds it, and he's like, and then you blow it up. But if you blow it up too much, it gets out of focus."
Yeah, pixelates. Yeah, which I wish there was some way that you could do like take like I know there's probably equipment out there that you could do all that, like take the pixelation away and all that, and bring out the true texture and color
There
of it.
is the
I don't have the
technology,
equipment for it.
right? The technology is really, really expensive to get something like that. But we all try really hard. What? Okay. Um,
A
it
witch in the
says
air on a broomstick. That's my sister.
unbelievable, huh?
That's my sister. Yeah, she ran out of gas or whatever the other day when a broomstick crashed in the middle of the road.
Unbelievable things like a witch in the air on the broomstick. A spirit could exist, except it may manifest into. You think it would be? Oh my goodness!
There is
They,
witches though. There is warlocks though. So
they were saying for a long time, different tribals were saying Mama Rainfeather. They thought they seen her on a broom. She says, "No, I'm not that good, but I can be in your town within an hour, and she'll tell you what's in your area." People don't understand certain gifts, but it's okay. Everyone doesn't have it, but everybody can feel that there is something. Everyone has to understand they have their own beliefs, their own ways. Just like how I was saying, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, for praying. There are a lot of churches, but as we were told growing up from the other elders and my mother and Mama Rainfeather, that our body is his temple, his church. You can talk to him wherever you're at, the commode, the shower. You'll be working, but you know what? As he tells you, once you're working, you need to pay attention to your work. But you can talk to me in your mind.
I know some people are gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but I was in PA, and this is a true story. I was in PA and I was on the porch and I was looking at the stars and I was sitting up the telescope and I had glanced up in the air, and lo and behold, guess what I seen in the air flying? Does anybody know? It was big, real big. It had a wingspan that was huge.
Like mimic that greed or energy.
Do you even know what it was, Mama?
When you
When I was in PA, when I seen something flying in the air or whatever, it was the nighttime. We didn't have the camera on, but we were just chilling on the porch. Do you know what it was that I seen flying in the air? Josh talks about it every now and then. It was a dragon.
Oh, the redness from that was going around by the site.
When I was on his porch or whatever, I seen a dragon, and I swear to God, it looked just like a dragon flying in the air. And then me and Josh started doing. I kept hearing that creature he was talking about. He says it sounds like a dinosaur. It sounds like a dinosaur. It sounds like a dinosaur. And I heard it, and I was like, man, that's kind of weird. And then all of a sudden, I was sitting on his porch, and I looked up, whatever, and I was like, Josh, look. And he was like, what? And I'm like, dude, that's a dragon. And then he was like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, look, it's right there, dude. And you could see the silhouette of it. And you know how when you're looking in the sky, whatever, when you're seeing it, your mind looks at it in pictures of what it could be or whatever. And I'm telling you, it stood out, and it looked literally like a dragon flying in the sky.
If they cloak, sorry, son. If they cloak, is there any way to mess it up for them and allow us to see smoke, water, etc.?
I kind of like. I kind of see where you're going with that, because I thought about it too, like a fog machine or something like that, or whatever, and then seeing the silhouette, because that's how they do it with ghost hunts too. They fog up a building or whatever to try to see if they can see spirits move through the thing, and they do capture it like that. But I think they're thinking if they're standing still, I don't think you'd see it. But I think if they moved or whatever, it would, like, the air of it would like mess it
You'll
up.
see
Where
the
you'd see it moving. But
see
so
the
I kind of think you're onto something with that too, and I've been thinking of stuff like that too. Just like I've been thinking of this too. They give off infrasound, like sound waves or whatever. And I was thinking, like, if I knew somebody that was like skilled or whatever, they could. And then the weird thing is, I was thinking this, right, and I said it on one of my channels on my channel before. And I've seen Expedition Bigfoot starting to do this now, which don't bother me. But anyway, they're trying to do the infrasound thing too. They're thinking about doing shots of infrasound out to see if the Bigfoots will react to it, if they can call them in, or they can do this, they can do that. Because the thing is when you're in the woods, and people that hunt Sasquatches are just in the woods in general, just walking through the woods, you always feel like, and you hear me sing this, I always feel like somebody's watching me, because my hairs will start standing up, the static will get charged and all that. And when you're in the woods, when you get to a certain area of the woods or whatever, and they're there, you can feel the hair stand up on your neck and on your arms and all that. And you can feel the energy charge. And then you always get a sense of feeling that something's watching you. It always happens. It happens to like pretty much anybody that goes in the woods that encounter things like this, that something's watching you or stalking you. Or a lot of people feel like something's stalking them or something's following them. That's the feeling you get.
right.
So. At like the Aztecs flying serpents. I seen something about that too when me and my dad. I was a kid, and this is no. I'm not gonna make this up. I was a kid, and I was coming back from my mom's house, which was she lived in New Mexico, and we were coming back to Michigan. My dad had came down and got us when we were kids, and my dad was driving down the road, and we got to a spot which is right around where the Aztecs and Mayas and all that were, whatever, in Arizona or something like that, coming through one of the spots. And my dad said, look up on that telephone pole. And the telephone pole was way up there. And there, I swear to you, there was a pterodactyl sitting up on this pole. We thought maybe it was something funny that the locals did or whatever until it flew away. So, and then there's a tribe out there that ain't been, they ain't had no visitors in so many years or whatever. We're talking about these pterodactyls coming down and scooping up the children of the tribals, and they glow like a lantern thing or whatever, which was kind of weird because me and my dad had seen something flying in our neck of the woods, and it lit the whole thing up like a lantern and all that. That's why I was trying to tell Josh whatever, because he was telling me about the screeching noises, the dinosaur noises, and all that other stuff, which everything he was talking about was leading into the pterodactyls, where they illuminate the ground or whatever, and they glow whatever like a lantern going through the woods and all that, and which was kind of some of the stuff he was having out of his spot. And I noticed that or whatever, and that's what I asked him about. Have you ever researched anything about pterodactyls? Because pterodactyls do the same thing. So it's kind of funny, reading that or whatever. Okay.
Mr. Gator, which is Randy, he says yes, similar to the Aztecs or the Chinese dragons.
They've confirmed that there's supposedly
a
a dragon, whatever, that's sleeping in Yellowstone right now. So that stays at Yellowstone. So I've
Yeah,
heard
we
that
had
there's
that.
another one that everybody knows all over the world as Nestle, the Loch Ness monster. They say that that's supposed to be a dragon too, or whatever, a serpent. So
They're saying that it's over by the chief head, the dragon.
So who knows, right? But I'm just gonna tell you guys, 100, not making this up. When I was in PA, I seen with my own two eyes a dragon flying in the sky. And if you can explain to me what I seen at nighttime flying with no lights, no blinking lights or nothing, and it was flapping his wings and it looked like a dragon. I mean, it happened to me.
The lakes appear like nesses, like dragons in waves. There is many. They're supposed to, from what we heard and what we spoke in the Zoom meeting, there's supposed to be a total of 13 dragons that are in this world.
Well, yeah, there's like what, an 8-headed or a 7-headed dragon and all that. Well, if you get into Revelations of the Bible and all that, that's something else, But there's supposed to be 2 dragons that fight in the end time, red and blue, blah blah blah. So
Yeah, they're
I don't want to
saying
get into all that though,
but that was brought up in one of our meetings. So because they were saying it's over by, you're right, it's by the chief stone.
I would like to see that video, Gator's Sky Exploration. How do you say it? Exploration.
I captured the
yeah.
they're really good people. They're really he
Well, it says Gators, so I figure he does something with Gators.
He does music with the clouds, and
I'm guessing he's from. I'm gonna guess he's from Florida.
He's from New Mexico.
Oh, I lived in New Mexico. I lived in Farmington, New Mexico.
They're at Blossom Field.
I lived out there when I was a kid or whatever. I loved it out there too. And I seen some weird, crazy stuff out there in Mexico too, in New Mexico, whatever. I seen some weird stuff.
Chavacabra. It's a lot of
Chupacabra. Chupacabra. The devil dog.
Yeah, people may say something like you saw an escaped wild animal like a fox.
Flying in the sky?
Gator, his name is Randy. Randy, this is my son, Sangha, one of my sons. I talk with his wife, partner, ever so often.
There's another native group too, whatever. Sorry.
He will dig it up for you, Sangha.
Okay. There's another native group too I seen out there that was going after the biggest birds or whatever, and they were finding these big old long birds. It was a native man, and he went out and he took his camera and he found these big old birds or whatever, and I think he was looking for the thunderhawk or something like that, and
Eli.
He was finding he found these big birds or whatever, and he filmed them or whatever, and when I was looking at them, whatever, I was like, man, them kind of look like the pterodactyls or whatever that I was seeing when I was out west. Out in Arizona area, so.
Eli's from Navajo Res, and yes, they do the Thunderbirds, and they also find other ones that are coming. It's just everything's been here. It's just.
Yeah, I've been to the Navajo the res or whatever, where they built all the stuff, and then I went to the Pueblos, and I went to the Aztecs or whatever. And when I was out there, I looked at all of them, you know, like their living quarters and all that, where the one goes down in the ground or whatever, and has like, you know, it was set up huge. The place was amazing. I couldn't believe it. And then I also went to another one where they built the huts or whatever outside. And I got to see all the pottery and all that.
Randy says Gator is his middle name.
Cool.
That was given by his father.
Okay.
Yeah, people will come, of course, always say it must be something else. Correct. But you have to understand too, many people don't, they say they know something and they don't.
Bats. So, yeah, but ain't the biggest bat in the world, ain't that a fruit bat?
The what?
A fruit bat. Like a fruit bat? Ain't that the biggest bat in the world?
It's supposed to be.
And they don't get that big, like looking like a dragon or nothing.
No, they're not as big as a dragon, no.
Because I'm telling you, this thing was bigger than it was way up there too. So for it to be as huge as it was with the long tail, the big old wings, and the neck, you know how they portrayed in the movies that the neck's really long like Nestle? The neck wasn't really that long like Nestle though. It was more shorter, whatever, like half the size or whatever. And you could see the face of it or whatever, which kind of looked like, you know, like the dragon face, like an alligator snout type deal. But I didn't see the horns coming off of it like that. But it was wicked, man. I'm just gonna tell you guys.
Well, thank you for coming. I will go live tomorrow. Hopefully you can join again, sweetheart. Good night. Many blessings. RS. Gator Sky is awesome name. The gator is powerful as a medicine in my relative. I figured that, Randy, because just like me, knowing here I'm killing to go and kill my first was a bear, and that is my spirit animal. And it was already drawn to me before the tribals can give me an actual name when I was born. It came to me automatically. And this is why I became a medicine woman, because I could feel and see. And that was the bear, how I'm very powerful and I faced things. I faced the evil. I faced the damage. I never gave up. I used to be yelled at because, oh, you're a girl. No.
And how'd you kill it, with a bow and arrow?
Yep, bow and arrow.
Crazy.
Yeah. My bag is so old, the string is ripping. I have the tooth and the tooth.
I've been trying to find a claw, whatever, yeah, because then we can make the necklace out of it. You know, they got the one claw hanging on the necklace.
I'll be making some. Maybe that's what I should do, add it in here.
Yeah, I want one of the necklaces that has the claw. The bear claw.
Maybe I'll do that.
And then basically on like how you do your medicine bags on the leather, put the claw right on the medicine bag.
Oh, you know what I've been doing? Let me go get it.
Because I think that would be kind of neat. I've been looking online for them or whatever, so.
Don't. I'll give you one.
Anybody got any questions they want to ask or whatever? Anything you want to know? It can be whatever. Just free chat, open to whatever. We don't have to talk about Bigfoots. We don't have to talk about Sasquatches. We can talk about anything. As long as we don't get into politics.
Bam.
Uh-oh. Oh, you're talking about a bag, huh?
Uh-huh. I gave it
I'm talking about I want a bear claw, like the claw.
Oh, I know.
Drilled into the thing and then put on.
I'm just saying, it still smells like it. I dyed some of them, and I did the dark green ones,
Ooh,
like the forest. Ooh.
yeah. Well, the other one was like pink. Yeah, that's what they do. Ooh, ooh. Okay.
Why do some smell and some don't? They all smell.
What are we talking about? Why do some smell and some don't? What are we talking about, though?
I think she's
What are we
talking about the Satungas.
The Satungas, the Bigfoots?
Yeah.
See, now, this is where I try to tell you guys to stop following other people and other channels, because I hear somebody say on one channel, somebody saying another channel, somebody saying another channel, somebody saying another channel that they only smell during mating season. And I hate to tell you, I'm going to tell you all this again over and over for somebody that's in the field. They smell all year long. All year long. They smell all year long. They have an odor all year long. Yes, sometimes it's stronger during certain times of the year and all that, but I tell you, mating season, people think is from a certain time to a certain time. And I try to tell people over and over, and Mama,
No.
she got her own belief on this, because she's native. But Songa knows that they mate whenever they want to mate. I've seen babies in the winter. I've seen babies in the fall. I've seen babies in the spring. I've seen babies in the summer. You get what I'm saying? So for them to be mating only from a certain time to a certain time, you would only see babies from that certain time limit, not
They
all
mate.
year. So they mate when they want to mate.
They're just like human
Just like us.
beings.
They're just like us when they mate. And I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you all to keep it real. They're just like humans. They mate when they want to mate. Don't get me wrong. Some of them say that they snuggle more in the winter and all that. That could be true. And then they make babies in the winter because, they're snuggling. Da, da, da. I could see that concept. But the thing is they do it whenever they want. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. They're just like us, like humans. They do it whenever they want. They have babies whenever they want. Claws and teeth from dinos. See, now that's what I was thinking of. Like take like a skull necklace or whatever, put like the skull like here or whatever, and then put like the teeth and the bones going around it and make a necklace. I've been trying to see if I've been looking online, but they have like fake. I don't want fake bones. I don't want plastic bones. I don't want plastic ones. I want real bones, like real alligator teeth, real like shark tooth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like different kind of things, and have it go all around the necklace or whatever, and wear it. So I've been trying to find stuff like that, but there's nothing out there that I've seen that's like that. I thought about bleaching chicken bones and doing it like that, and see, because natives they believe in using stuff like animals that they've killed and stuff like that. Us natives, that's what we believe.
We use
So we
the
like
fat
making
for
stuff out of
oil.
bones and dead stuff and stuff out of the wild. We like feathers. We like stuff that we find. So like I think I've showed you guys my one that I made. Yeah, I'll pull it back out.
I believe I have 2 claws and 2.
Check this out.
The turtle one.
It's a turtle shell.
It's a
And
turtle
what it
bed.
does is, I'm gonna pull this stuff out of here because I got stuff in here I want people to see on the channel. But anyway, when you open it up, it's a purse. You can store stuff in it. It's a purse. It opens up. It's a purse.
You know what they use that for? Tobacco.
It has you can carry it. I tied it like that or whatever because I hang it up. But it's all leather. All leather. I'm trying to find a bigger turtle shell though, so I can make a drum out of it. But I've been unsuccessful in finding a real big one because I want like a bigger one, and I want to stretch it and make a drum, a native drum, a war drum. But I've been unsuccessful at finding one. I got a new collection to my family though. You guys see it back there? Let's show y'all. I got that and that because of Mama Rain Feather. That's one of my new collections to my wall. Newest. Got it for $1 at a yard sale for each feather. So $2. I took nail polish and painted the yellow moon on it because I didn't like the yellow moon. I put it to white moon. And then I painted the wolf on it because it didn't stand out. So I painted it with white nail polish to make it stand out. I know it looks sweet on it. And the other one was already painted a Native American on it. It's like I watched the video, whatever, somebody said it's offensive when she says people or something like them people or whatever. She's not trying to be prejudiced and racist and all that. She's just referring to white race, the other race, I'm saying? Because natives were here before anybody else, this was their land. And then people came in and stole it and taxed it. Told us where we could live and what we can own, and pretty soon they're going to start charging us for oxygen to breathe. They pretty much taxed everything else. It's like, oh, you took in 98.7% oxygen in the last week. You owe us $2,000, and if we don't pay it, we'll have you terminated in the next 24 hours. Oh, thank you about the show. Thanks. An eagle bone whistle? Yeah, that'd be sweet. But to own an eagle bone whistle, you gotta have paperwork and all that. Because even to own the real true eagle feather, and where I live at in the United States, you really have to have documents. You have to have paperwork.
Let's see. Randy says, Sangha, I do trade for teeth and claws.
I'm down with trading. Just let me know what you're in the mood to trade for. You can hit me up on, DM or whatever. And, we can.
Yes, CP. We had a Zoom meeting today about how the government and the people they allowed us to have an Indigenous Native Day. We're not going to fight over it, but that's what the government's saying. We're allowing it. We just want to be known, have respect back.
So they actually making a national Native American Day? Or indigenous, as you guys say it, indigenous Day?
Indigenous. Oh yeah, I understand.
We don't get a whole month?
No. Wow. They are just newcomers who are brothers and sisters that will learn as well we learn. Out of my 58 plus years learning and actually being in the field and doing it, it's very exciting. And this is like me. I go. I'm not scared. I dare myself to go and do things. I dare myself to have that person's sickness and whatever evil is in there to come into me to make that person well. I've done a lot of things in my life. To be scared of the id or the wingala or a dogman or a satanga, never have I been scared.
No, but people said that. Sangha, you run from the id. No, I don't run from the id. I circled them around and laughed at them because I got them to go, circle around. But I'm not afraid of them either. So there's no fear there. I know what it did to Mama Rain Feather, the id. So that's why, out of respect for Mama Bear Claw, she told me, Sangha, don't be going after it and doing what you want to do, because I was going to confront it. Like she knows me. I was going to go face it face to face. I was going to track it down. And
I would hate to lose, and I really don't like using hate, but you know, it does go along with haters. So I do not, or I hate, I'll say, to have my son face it, because we already lost Mama Brainfeather from it. She dared to come close to her and to communicate with her. Now,
You remember
Mama,
before I knew about the it though, right? I showed you a video of me pointing the it out to you, and what did I do to that it? The baby it. I chased that thing all over them woods. Like I was up high on his butt, like chasing it. And I was like, and then she was like, "What are you doing? Why?" Are you? And then it got me to that back part when me and Chris got back there. Remember that?
and
That's
that's
the
when I
first
told
day that
you
I
guys,
got that.
get out
That's
of
the first
there.
day that it got me. I chased it. I got close enough to it where it literally made me feel like I didn't know where I was or whatever, disoriented. Chris is like, "Dude, where are we?" or whatever. He's like, "We're lost." And I'm like, "No." And for me to comfort him or whatever, you can go back and watch the live video of that. I literally told Chris, "Oh no, we're not. We're in the woods. We're all right. We're still in the woods, so we're good." And he was like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know where we're at. We're in the woods. You know, to bring comfort back to him. You know." And then I was like, "Dude, I know where we're at. We're fine." And at first, I didn't really. When he asked me the question, I really didn't know where we were. Like it literally messed up my mind of where we were. But the thing is I calmed myself down, got myself back under control, and then I found our way back out. And then that's after that, that's when I hit Mama up and I was like, "Hey, Mama Bear Claw," I said, I need some help. And she's like, "Well, what do you need, Sandra?" And I'm like, I kind of got zapped or whatever, disoriented, and I need to know what kind of creature can do this or whatever. And that's when she was telling me about the two different ones that she just described. And after I got my medicine bag or whatever, I forgot my medicine bag one time, got zapped again. I had my medicine bag on, got kind of a little disoriented the one time when it got really close to me again, but it wasn't as bad as what it was because they can get in your mind. Like, and I see how people get lost in the woods because it's almost like you get turned around. Like if you're running, like if you get disoriented and you get turned around and you're lost, and then you just walk off a cliff or anything like that. Anything could happen, you know. You could fall down, break your foot, you know, whatever, you know. So I understand what the creature can do to you. You know what I mean? Like because it did it to me. That's why a lot of people say, well, the missing 411 is Bigfoot's snatching people and taking people and all that. No, it's not.
it gets very crazy when others think they know everything, but it's very difficult sometimes. Randy was saying, um, after the live is done, here we'll post a video of my claws and teeth so anyone can see what I found and can trade. Hi, Randy, niskawa na shita kuina e takia. No konga na istimuai. And if you get any sunburn, make sure you smudge. Is what I'm saying. Whatever trade you guys do, remember to smudge. Anything you buy at a thrift store, 5 and dime store, we used to call the Goodwill as 5 and dime. Um,
They still call it. They
we always,
hear stuff on that.
we all smudge whatever we bring. Just like if you buy clothes, you same thing. You wash them, right?
But
Um,
I like to bring entities in my house.
no, you don't. I won't go there if you're gonna start, because then I'm gonna be talking in my language crazy. I'll make
Gonna
sure
cuss
they're
me
out.
out. You guys ain't never heard of cussing native?
No, I don't talk like that.
Get her going.
Sanga. Niskala koye nishte. I'm telling him he better respect his mama.
That's not what she said. She says she likes my beard.
No, I didn't. Yes. Thank you, CP, for putting Randy's channel out. You're more welcome to visit his channel. Robin says, I had an odor last night that made me sick to my stomach. I even tried to smell the dog to see if it got skunked, and nothing. My son's girlfriend went to his room and she said, Mama, it smells really bad.
Robin, you know I've been talking to you. Whatever that skunky smell.
I told her the same thing. I mean,
Go outside and walk around your house when you smell it. I mean, some people ain't brave enough to do this, but Songa, he just kind of like, don't bother me. Anyway, go outside and just, even if you take, I say take a group with you, because I noticed this. When I do my hunts, I go by myself. They're a lot more pestering
investigations.
and messing with me more. So if you go outside at nighttime and you have activity like this, just take somebody with you. Like, always go in a group or whatever. You know, if you're not really doing this all the time, take a group. But go outside and just walk around your house and see if the smell is still around your house. Because when a skunk sprays, a skunk will linger for like a few hours or something like that. I think I researched or something like that. It was like a few hours. But this is the thing: when it happens at my home like that, it's in this window or that window or this window, and it's usually in the windows where I'm at in my house. When I go outside and I make a perimeter of walk around my house, there's no smell. So, and then when I come back in, it might take 15 minutes, and then boom, there's the odor again. So, boom, I'm back out the door. No smell. So, I'm just saying. That's how you can confirm if it is a skunk or if it is somebody watching you.
Yeah, I've told her about that, you know. Okay. Um, let's see. Here we go. No, I don't want to play it. Yeah, I'm almost out. This is what he was. Oh no.
We can't see it. All we can see is the
I
TV.
know. Let me knock this out.
Now, once you get into doing this more, if you watch YouTube videos, you can you're playing a game.
No, that's his.
Oh, somebody has a game that they invented or something.
No, it's Randy's.
Oh, okay. It's pictures. They look like one of them games that you can move like the things around the slots and all that. Okay,
Can you see it?
kinda.
Uh,
Kind of blurry. Kind of pixelated. Oh, you can see it good
well,
on the TV. It's just it's on the when it's on the laptop, it looks blurry or whatever because it's smaller. But on the TV, I can see it from the TV, and it actually looks better on the TV.
go to Gator Sky Expedition.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit you up, Gator, or whatever, because I do want to.
And then it says Mama. It says Elder Medicine Bear Claw. And it has me connected to it. All right. Well, I think I'm ready to call it off. Some ice cream is calling me.
I'm looking for a unicorn horn too, if anybody has one out there.
A unicorn,
Yeah, but it's got to be from a real unicorn.
you know, you need the paddle.
What? There's real things as unicorns. I mean, there's all these other mythical creatures. Why not unicorns?
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And let's go ahead and call it a night. Thank my guests for showing up, my son Sangha.
Well, you
And
guys, this is Songa from the Great Outdoors Biggie YouTube channel. Check us on the Facebook group at the Great Outdoors Biggie. I'll keep us watching if you keep it watching.
Yes. Good night, everyone. Many blessings. See you tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow morning after about 10:30, actually. So I thank you for joining us. I hope you got some good information, and much love and respect for you all. San, kiniyasa kun mo. There you go. Alrighty. Love you. Many blessings. All right, son. Thanks for
Bye.